What if a single PDF file, published by a tiny office thousands of miles away, could erase $100 billion of an empire in just a few days? Imagine being the third richest man on Earth, watching your personal fortune plummet by $52 billion in just 6 trading days. This is not a hypothetical scenario. In January 2023, it actually happened to Indian billionaire Gautam Adani. A small financial detective firm in New York accused his massive conglomerate of pulling off the largest con in corporate history. But the most shocking part of this entire story isn't just the sheer speed of the collapse. It is how the hunters who triggered it made almost nothing from the kill, and how the system reacted to protect its own. How did a small-scale research team expose the alleged secret game of Asia's most powerful tycoon? To understand this massive financial clash, we must first look at the two players involved. On one side was Gautam Adani, a man whose net worth before this crisis exceeded $110 billion. His business, the Adani Group, was a sprawling giant deeply woven into the very fabric of India's economy, controlling ports, coal mines, and power grids. To ordinary citizens like Rajesh, a retired saver in Mumbai, Adani was more than a company. It was a symbol of India's rise. Rajesh had invested a major portion of his life savings into Adani stocks, watching them climb with pride and hope. On the other side of this battle sat Nathan Anderson, the founder of Hindenburg Research, a tiny, aggressive financial firm in New York. But why would a small American firm risk everything to target a beloved national champion? The answer lies in how Adani built an empire that seemed entirely too good to be true, which we are about to untangle. For years, the Adani Group experienced a rise that defied gravity. In the 3 years leading up to 2023, the stock prices of Adani companies skyrocketed by an astronomical average of 819%. Gautam Adani was hailed as a visionary genius. But behind the scenes, this massive empire was heavily family-run. Alongside Gautam were his brothers, Vinod and Rajesh, and his brother-in-law, Samir. This wasn't the family's first brush with controversy. Rajesh Adani and Samir had previously been accused by India's Directorate of Revenue Intelligence in a highly complex diamond trading scam. And Adani's wealth reached dizzying heights. But how do you keep a stock price rising by over 800% year after year? Hindenburg claimed they found the secret mechanism behind this miracle. And as you will see next, it involves a financial illusion of epic proportions. According to Hindenburg's investigation, the secret to Adani's massive valuation was a clever system of financial smoke and mirrors. Think of it like this. Imagine you own a painting. To make it look incredibly valuable, you secretly set up 10 shell companies under fake names. You use Company A to buy the painting from yourself for $1 million. Then Company B buys it from Company A for $2 million. To the public, it looks like a highly sought-after masterpiece. In reality, you are just moving money from your left pocket to your right pocket. Hindenburg alleged that Adani used a vast, hidden network of offshore shell companies located in tax havens, controlled by Gautam's elder brother, Vinod Adani. These entities allegedly bought and sold Adani stock among themselves to artificially inflate the prices. This artificial surge allowed the Adani Group to use their highly priced shares as collateral to secure massive loans from banks. In fact, Indian banks had a staggering debt exposure of over $23 billion to Adani. But as this mountain of debt grew, the warning signs began to flash. Long before the explosion, there were quiet murmurs of concern. Debt was piling up rapidly, with public sector banks alone holding roughly $6 billion of exposure to Adani's businesses. The extreme stock valuations made little sense to traditional analysts. No normal infrastructure company grows by 800% in 36 months without taking on extreme risks. Yet the Adani Group seemed completely untouchable, shielded by its vital role in India's development. Whenever critics questioned their debt or their corporate structure, the group's defense was simple and highly effective: patriotism. They framed any criticism of their business as a direct attack on India itself, successfully rallying national sentiment to silence skeptics. But while Adani wrapped himself in the national flag, a small team in New York was quietly putting the final touches on a document that would shatter this defense. What they revealed next would send shockwaves through the global financial system. On January 24, 2023, Nathan Anderson and Hindenburg Research pulled the trigger. They published a devastating 100-page report titled Adani Group: How the World's Third Richest Man is Pulling the Largest Con in Corporate History. Hindenburg disclosed that they had taken a short position against Adani, meaning they had bet money that the stock would crash. The reaction was immediate and violent. Within just 6 trading days, Gautam Adani's personal net worth plummeted by $52 billion. By the end of February, the Adani Group had lost a mind-boggling $150 billion in market value. Desperate to stop the bleeding, the group vehemently denied the allegations, calling them baseless and a calculated attack on India. But the panic was too strong. On February 1, Adani was forced to cancel a massive $2.45 billion secondary share offering. Yet in a bizarre twist, despite triggering a $150 billion wipeout, Hindenburg Research reportedly made a profit of only $4 million from their short position. But if the short sellers barely profited, who paid the ultimate price for this collapse? The real victims of this corporate warfare weren't the billionaires or the short sellers. They were ordinary people. Investors like Rajesh in Mumbai watched in horror as Adani stocks crashed by an average of 65%, with some losing nearly 85% of their value. Years of Rajesh's hard-earned savings vanished in days, leaving his retirement and his family's security in jeopardy. Major national institutions, like the Life Insurance Corporation of India, also held massive investments, threatening the financial security of millions of citizens. The saga, however, was far from over. In May 2023, India's Supreme Court gave the market regulator, SCBI, time to investigate. But in August 2024, Hindenburg dropped another bombshell, accusing SCBI's chairperson, Madhabi Puri Butch, of having stakes in the very same offshore entities linked to Adani. Then, in November 2024, Adani was accused of paying over $250 million in bribes to Indian officials to secure solar energy contracts. Yet, in September 2025, SCBI officially dismissed the stock manipulation allegations against Adani. The empire began to recover, but the trust of ordinary investors was forever scarred. The Adani saga exposes the fragile foundations of modern global finance, where a single report from a tiny firm can erase $100 billion, and where the line between national progress and corporate ambition becomes dangerously blurred. While Gautam Adani's wealth has begun to recover, the ordinary citizens who lost their savings are left carrying the scars. It raises a chilling question. In a world of complex offshore networks and astronomical valuations, how much of our global economy is built on real value, and how much is just a beautifully constructed illusion? If a small team in New York can shake an entire nation's financial system with a single PDF, who is truly safe? To explore more incredible stories of economic collapses and corporate secrets, make sure to subscribe to the Collapse Files. Make sure to subscribe to the Collapse Files. We will see you in the next investigation.